Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a pocket folder invitation. I already showed you guys how to do your inserts through Microsoft Word. So now we will be doing this. It's super easy to do, especially if you want to save tons of money of making it yourself instead of purchasing it somewhere else. So you will need a 8.5 11 inches paper. I have two here of any color of your choice, of course. A ruler. I like the see-through ones because therefore you can see the measurements better. A cutting mat because we're going to be using this later. Scissors, of course. A X-Acto knife. A scoring pen. This actually came with this, which is a scoreboard slash cutting board, as you can see here. I do love this one because it does have measurements up here, so it's easier to cut as well. This is just to score everything. This one I got it at Michael's, super affordable. Definitely recommend grabbing this baby here. Also, I did grab a stamp. This one I did get at Michael's as well. It's totally optional. You don't have to. And this is the color that I got. It's called Fade Resistant Dye Ink Memento in the color Angel Pink. That's what we're going to be using for our stamp. Double-sided tape. And use a pencil when you're doing yours, but I'll be using a permanent marker, therefore you can see where I mark everything. So go ahead and grab your sheet. Since it's already 11 inches horizontally wise, we don't have to cut it, but we do need to cut it vertically. Since it's 8.5, we're gonna cut it at 7 inches. So go ahead and grab your cutting board, measure it at 7 inches, and cut away. So you have that. Put this aside. We are going to need it later. And now since we're cutting, we're going to go ahead and use this other sheet that I have on the side for the pocket. And it's 4 by 5. So vertically, it's 4 inches. And horizontally wise, it will be 5 inches. So you end up with something like this. So put that aside as well. So with the same board, we're going to go ahead and grab this again. And we will be scoring at 2 inches and 7 inches. So let me try to see if I can zoom you here really fast. So you can take a better look. I think that should be good. Grab your scoring pen. And like I said, at 2 and at 7. So you end up with these marks here. that to the side, and you're gonna go ahead and fold this. Also, I did get this paper at Michael's as well. So you're gonna go ahead and grab your cutting mat, because we will be cutting this part of our folder to make it look like an envelope. So for that, go ahead and grab your ruler. I don't know if you can, well, of course you can see. Mine has kind of like the measurements on the sides, but let's just say yours doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my ruler, so therefore you don't get confused. So on the inches side, we already know that this measures to 7 inches. So we're gonna go ahead and mark at 3.5. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Try to get as close as possible to the end. Therefore, you can't really see the mark, especially if you're going to be using a lighter color for the folder. But like I said, I'm going to be using a permanent marker so you can see where I'm marking it at. So there's my mark here. Now I'm going to go ahead on the sides, and we're going to mark at 1/2 inch on both sides. Do that on the other side as well. Definitely take your time. There's no rush in this. You know, I'm a perfectionist, so I try to make it as perfect as I can. So like I said, just take your time. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and grab your X-Acto knife. Please be careful using this because it is very sharp. I got mine at Joann's. Super cheap. So we will be cutting from the middle end to the corner where we did our mark. Same thing on the other side. So it'll be a triangle shape. Use your ruler so therefore you have a straight line. So go ahead and so you end up with something like this. It's super cute, right? Now that we're done with this, put it to the side, and we're gonna grab your scoreboard again. One cool thing about this, it folds too, so you can like carry it or put it anywhere and fits it anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and score this 1/2. So vertically wise, it would be both sides. I'm sorry, horizontally wise. We're gonna be scoring both sides. But vertically, it's only gonna be on the bottom part, and they're all gonna be scored at 1/2 inch. So let me go ahead and zoom you here again so you can take a look much closer. It's like hidden here, so hopefully you can see it. Sorry about that. So half inch, and half inch. So you end up with something like this. So put that aside, and we'll be using our cutting mat again. So on this part, we're actually going to be cutting. So grab your scissors. Let me mark it here for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So these 4 dots that I marked, you're going to be cutting a little triangle in the corner here. So let me go ahead and show you. Don't worry if you can see it still, the mark that you did. This is going to be going inside, so no one can see it. And on this side, you're going to be cutting this as well as a triangle. So let me go ahead and show you again. So we cut this part, and it looks something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, that doesn't show. We just need to cut it, so therefore when you put your inserts, it doesn't get stuck. So now on this inside part, we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing we did here, but instead we're gonna be doing an upside down triangle. So let me go ahead and show you. Like I said, we are doing marks inside. No one's of your guests are gonna see that, so don't worry about it. So the inside here measures to 4 inches, okay? So we're gonna be marking at 2 inches. So let me try to zoom you here again, if I can. Hope you guys can see. So I hope you can see where I marked it here at 2 inches. So what we're gonna do again is grab your ruler, and vertically wise, you're gonna mark down 2 1/2 inch as well as we did on the previous one. Okay, so the reason why we're doing that, because we're gonna cut from this middle dot, from this middle dot to this one. Same thing on the other side. So go ahead and do that now. Grab your X-OXO knife. Be careful here, because sometimes, well, myself, I kind of used to go a little bit over my dot. So take your time, because this is a little bit noticeable when you do it. So you end up something like this. So now go ahead and grab your folder and your double-sided tape. And go ahead and tape on the folded ones on this pocket folder. Okay, now that you're done doing that, we're going to put it on this side of the folder. Take your time here. So you end up with something like this. You can use your scoring pen to just kind of squeeze the whole thing, flatten it out. There you go, and you have that. And you're pretty much done, but what we're gonna do now here is grab that one paper that we cut, and we're gonna wrap it around on the folder here. So, sorry, let me fix this. It could be a different color too. I'm just showing you guys this because I didn't have a different color. I'm sorry. Try to make it also a little bit tight. That way, when it sticks together, it doesn't fall. So now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and grab the tape. You can use glue as well. I just have tape at the moment. And you're gonna tape the bottom one, okay? Not the folder, but the wrapping shape. If that makes any sense. And tape it on top of each other. And you should end up like something like this. Hope you can see here. We don't want this line to show, this dent. So go ahead and grab your remaining paper that you have that you used to cut for the pocket. Actually, we can use this one as well. And we're gonna grab your cutting board. We're gonna cut at 2 inches by 2 inches. So you end up with something like this. So go ahead and grab your stamp and your ink, because this color that I have is pink, so it might not show very well. So definitely try to get a different color if you're going into a lighter pink. I mean, any lighter color and you end up getting the same exact color, I do not recommend it because it won't show really good. So go ahead and you're going to stamp that. Like I said, this is totally optional. So you end up with something like this. Super cute. So grab your tape and you're going to put tape right where the dent is at. And go ahead and tape this on top. So you end up with something like this. So therefore your guests can remove this. And your invitation should be here. And any details, RSVP card should be on this side. For the envelope itself, like the actual envelope that you will be putting this inside, I got mine at envelopes.com. Super affordable. They have all types of colors, so definitely check that out. Let me go ahead and show you this other one that I have that already has the inserts. So as you can see here, I have my invitation and I have my details, my RSVP card here. So this is a different color, of course. Let's try this on this one. Oh, I guess this one's bigger than the other one. But yeah, if for this type of material, this one is actually much thicker than the pink one. I got it at, I believe I got it at Office Depot. Also, I don't know if I said it on my previous video, I printed out all of my inserts at FedEx. It was super cheap. It was super easy to do as well. You know, I knew all my measurements and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Definitely subscribe and like this video so you guys can keep updated with any other wedding DIYs.